gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to Robert Sports Show. I'm your host, Robert. Alright, NCAA, March Madness, college basketball time. The round of 64, round one, all my picks. Playing games, Tuesday night was the first set of playing games. I went 1-1. Prairie View lost, Fairlane Dickinson won. Belmont Bruins beat Temple, which is great because that would have blown my bracket up because I actually had Belmont moving on. I know in the bracket it said Temple/Belmont, the winner of that moving on, but I believe in Belmont. I had them in my Sweet 16. So I am taking a huge risk there. So we're going to run down my picks from the first round. If you want to see my entire bracket, you go to @RobSportsShow on YouTube. Or on @RobSportsShow on Twitter. My bracket is pinned there to the top. If you go to the bottom of this video, you'll see a link to my Twitter page and a link to my ESPN bracket. I'm on ESPN. I'm in the Golick and Wingo group. It's Robert Sports Show on YouTube is the name of my bracket if you want to see it there. The way it's going to happen, the bracket's done. I'm not messing with it. It is what it is. Each round, I will do picks based on that round. So the first round is based on my bracket picks. Obviously, rounds 2 on, unless it is my bracket matchup, it will not be based on my bracket. It will be more based on the game itself. Obviously, if I have 2 teams playing, and then I would go off the bracket. So, but each round will be here on Robert Sports Show as well. So first round, this is Thursday games. 10th ranked Minnesota Golden Gophers versus the 10th seed versus the 7th seed Louisville Cardinal. I got an upset here, 10 seed beating the 7 Minnesota. 14 seed Yale Bulldogs versus the 3 seed LSU. I got the LSU Tigers moving on. The 12-5 matchup, New Mexico State Aggies 12 versus the 5 of Auburn Tigers. I got Auburn moving on. 13-4 matchup, Vermont Catamounts versus the 4th seed Florida State Seminoles. I got Florida State moving on. The 2-15 Michigan State Bradley Braves. I got the 2 seed Michigan moving forward. Michigan State, excuse me. The 6-11 matchup, which is Maryland Terrapins and the 11th seed Belmont Bruins. Belmont's moving on. The 4-13 matchup there on Thursday, Kansas Jayhawks and the Northeastern Huskies. I got the Jayhawks moving on. The 5-12 of Marquette Golden Eagles versus the 12 seed Murray State Racers. I have a 12 seed upset here. So I got the 12 seed moving on. The 7-10 matchup in Nevada Wolfpack Florida Gators. I have the Nevada Wolfpack moving on. The 2-15 Kentucky and Abilene Christian Wildcats. I have the Wildcats of Kentucky moving on. 6-11 I have the 6 seed Villanova Wildcats beating the 11 seed St. Mary's. On the 1-16, which is the Gonzaga Bulldogs versus the 16 seed Fairlane Dickinson Knights. I have the Gonzaga Bulldogs moving forward. The 2-15 of Michigan Wolverines and Montana Grizzly. I do have Michigan moving on. Now, we all recall when Appalachian State beat the Michigan Wolverines in football, don't we? I'm going to throw it out there. If there is a 2-15 upset, it could be this one. 7-10 matchup, Wolford Terriers and 10 seed Seton Hall Pirates. I got Wolford moving forward. 3-14 Purdue and Old Dominion. I got Purdue moving on. The 8-9 Syracuse and Baylor. I have Syracuse moving on. So the only big upsets on Thursday, the 7-11, I got Minnesota beating the 7 Louisville. I got the Belmont 11 seed beating 6 seed Maryland Terrapins. I got the 12 seed Murray State beating the 5th seed Marquette. And I'm picking Michigan to beat 15 Montana. But if there is a 2-15 upset this year, it could be that one. So now on the Friday games. First game, we have the 7-10 setup of Cincinnati and Iowa Hawkeyes. 7 seed Cincinnati I have winning. The 8-9 Ole Miss Rebels and 9 seed Oklahoma Sooners. I got the 8 seed Ole Miss winning. 3-14 Texas Tech Raiders versus the North Kentucky Norse. I have Texas Tech winning. 4-13 of Kansas State Wildcats and the UC Irvine Cannoneers. I have UC Irvine moving on from that one. The 215 Tennessee and Colgate, I have Tennessee moving on. The 116 of Virginia and Gardner-Webb, I have the 1 seed of Virginia moving on. Hopefully. We all know what happened last year with Virginia. Hopefully this is the redemption year for that. Hopefully we don't have a Gardner-Webb Bulldogs moving forward. Next we have the 6-11 Buffalo Bulls and Arizona State. We have Buffalo moving forward. Now, obviously the Arizona State, that is a playing game. I'm picking Arizona State to win the playing game. Next, we have the 5-12 of Wisconsin and Badgers and Oregon Ducks. I got the 12 seed Oregon moving on. 8-9 seed Utah State Aggies and Washington Huskies. 8 seed Utah moving on. The 1-16 seed here, Duke Blue Devils. I actually have the 16 moving forward is the North Carolina State Bison. I had them winning the playing game to go to Duke and lose. So I got Duke obviously winning that one. I have no big upsets like that. Houston Cougars 3-14 matchup versus the 14 Georgia State Panthers. I got Houston winning. 5-12 matchup. Mississippi State Bulldogs versus the 12 seed Liberty Flames. I do have Liberty winning that one. 1-16 seed in North Carolina Tar Heels and the Ion Giles. I got North Carolina winning. The 8-9, the University of Virginia Commonwealth University Rams versus the University of Central Florida Knights. I have the Commonwealth of Virginia moving forward. The 6-11 matchup, Iowa State Cyclones, 11 seed Oklahoma State Buckeyes. I have the Iowa Cyclones moving forward. The 4-13 Virginia Tech Hokies and St. Louis Billigans. I have Virginia Tech moving on from that one. My finals, I have Duke and Kentucky. My final four is Duke, Gonzaga, Virginia, and Kentucky. I have Belmont going to the Sweet 16. I have UC Irvine going to the Sweet 16. So that is the round one of the 2019 NCAA College Football March Madness picks here from Robert Sports Show. Definitely check out my bracket. We'll see what kind of bracket busters happen on Thursday. And as we all know, most years, Thursday, Friday, our brackets are nothing but trash can waste because they just blow up. Hopefully one person gets a perfect bracket out there. I know most years there's like $1 million for a perfect bracket. Is it yours? Is it mine? We don't know. Best of luck to everyone out there in YouTube land who did brackets. Make sure you check out mine there on ESPN with the Golick and Wingo group. I have one bracket this year. I have the same one on CBS Sports and the same one on ESPN. The picks here from round one are my picks from my bracket. So I'm all in. One bracket for $1 million. As always, thanks for watching the Robert Sports Show, and don't just have a great day. Have a spiffy day. Robert Sports Show, your YouTube leader, sports channel content.